Hi there, thanks for tuning into the blog today. Today's subject is about how to make the time to actually do the work to achieve your dreams and goals. So you know how it is, you have a day job, you're perhaps commuting, you've got family responsibilities. So it can be quite hard in modern life to actually make the time to do the things that you really want to do. So what I find, I do a lot of time management, corporate time management, and some of the things I talk about is the different roles that we play, the different identities that we have, and how if we want to make time for something new, we have to let one of those go. So let me give an example. I'm someone who's very much into organising things. If I'm ever on a committee organising something, I usually get asked to be in charge of it or take charge of a section of it. And I love doing that, and I love contributing to whatever it is, whatever the cause is that I'm involved in. However, a couple of years ago, when I wanted to write my book, I had to find 8, 10, 12 hours a week to do the writing. So as hard as it was, I had to start saying no to some of those commitments. So in order to make the time for what I really wanted to do and to achieve a long-term goal of being a published author, I had to say no to other things, even things that were important to me. In fact, there were even parts of my business at that point which I thought, I'd love to do this, but I don't have time to go to that networking event, I don't have time to go to this event, I don't have time to do that training, if I'm going to do the work to achieve my goal and get my book written. So within your sort of circumstances, family, work circumstances, what is there that you could let go of in order to have the time that you want to do stuff towards your goals and dreams? So think about that from a family sense as well, because it's whilst we all have commitments and you might need to do stuff with your partner or with your children, you know, we do burn a lot of time at home. You know, do you need as much time on Facebook? Do you need as much time idly watching TV? Or would you, or could you just watch a targeted program once or twice a week for relaxation and then get on and do something? And similarly in your job, you know, what could you do to get out of the office earlier, if not every night, then 1 or 2 nights a week? So, you know, are there activities there which you could let go of, which perhaps aren't serving a purpose, which you could delegate to someone else? Or just not do them and see if anyone notices for a while. And if they don't, then that's great, you've freed up an hour or 2 a week. The other thing to think about is really, when it comes to taking realistic action, I guess it is being realistic about it. So I find that it's better to set the bar low and do it than have unrealistic expectations, never fulfill them for longer than a week, if that, and then think it's impossible. So for example, lots of people when they come to me for coaching, they want to get fitter. So one of the things they aim to do, they say to me, Kelly, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week. Now these are people that work a lot of hours and got a lot of stuff on. And I say to them, you know, is that realistic? So what we end up doing is that I say, is it better that perhaps you aim to go maybe just once or twice a week and actually do it and get that embedded in your schedule and feel good about it? And then maybe it's possible to add the 3rd time a week. Or maybe it isn't, maybe once or twice a week is actually enough to achieve what you want to achieve. So I do say, you know, you need to let go of stuff that isn't important, but you also need to keep the bar realistically low so you can do that activity and feel good about it. So for example, if you've got a hobby, it might not be realistic to do that every weekend, because perhaps, you know, you've got different family commitments, or you might be just tired from a week at work. But could you say do that activity every other Saturday or every other Sunday or the first Sunday of the month? And say in setting the bar lower and doing it, you're going to feel good about it. Where putting the bar too high and not doing it is, you know, it's just not going to work, and you're going to fail and you're going to feel bad and upset about that. So to recap, in terms of finding the time to do the stuff you want to do, I've said 2 things today. Firstly, what do you need to let go of? What roles, what hats are you playing at work and in the family that you can put on one side for a while that would free up an hour, 2 hours here and there for you to do what you really want to do? And secondly, I mean, it sounds a bit contradictory, but it will certainly get you started on your activity, is keeping the aim realistically low enough that you can do it, and not setting the bar so high that you'll never ever get round to doing it and you'll feel bad about it. Okay, thanks for tuning in today, and good luck getting started on those plans.